guys, welcome to Love the Shit Out of Yourself with Kat Herman. Today we are going to be working through an Aquarius full moon flow. Go ahead and find your way to your mats. Bring the big toes together, knees apart, and we'll land in a child's pose. If this is not a comfortable space for you to start your practice today, begin your practice in any space that is comfortable in your body. Allow yourself to begin to ground down. Take a full inhale in, and as you exhale, melt into this shape. Deepening the breath, allowing the body to soften. Maybe you take a few little shifts here and there. Slowing down the breath, slowing down the mind. And allowing yourself to really land here in this moment. Notice where any of the resistance is coming into the body or the mind, and just calmly come back to the breath. Encouraging what can soften to soften. And you may have noticed over the past few days, or maybe in this moment, that there's a lot of energy swirling around. This Aquarius full moon is asking us to listen. It's always asking us to listen, but this Aquarius full moon is asking us to listen to what our heart wants, our deepest desires. And maybe letting go of a little bit of the fear that keeps us from moving towards those desires. Take a deep breath in, cleanse it out. Walk your hands over to the right side of your mat, beginning to expand out through your heart, right? So take it as deep or as little as you like. And slowly come back through center. Begin to make your way over to the other side. Breathing deep as we begin to open up our heart. Ready to accept these shifts that the full moon is asking of us. An inhale brings us back through center. Pause for a moment. So there's never anything that you have to let go of. The moon just may bring some stuff up to the surface for you to look at and analyze. It doesn't have to be this big dramatic shift, but maybe you are ready for that as well, and just kind of explore how those things make you feel. Setting an intention in this space before we begin to move throughout this practice of maybe just finding some clarity. You know, open my eyes to what I need to see. And come at this from a place of compassion and empathy for yourself as things begin to show up. Take another cleansing breath in. Releasing it out. Let's find our way up to a tabletop. Bringing some movement into the body with cats and cows, or that Anahata Kriya. Just allowing the body to move in ways that feel good. Really over-exaggerate the movements as you explore. And notice where sensations are landing in the body. So for me, I really woke up today with a lot of sacral sensation. I did a glow yoga class last night working through the chakras, and definitely noticed some stuff kind of pop up in that chakra. So today I'm feeling it physically, and you may be noticing that you're feeling stuff in different ways, either mentally or emotionally as well. So don't just notice the physical, but the physical for me is very loud. So coming back to stillness, I'm going to draw awareness to that chakra. So for you, it may be the heart, it may be the neck, the throat area. So just come aware of where the energy is kind of landing in the body today. Let's take a cleansing breath. We're going to take a lion's breath. Inhale in, and as we exhale, the tongue comes out. Downward facing dog. Tuck those toes. Lift the hips up and back. Relax the top of the head down. Maybe the knees are really bent here. Again, find some movement. This watery full moon is asking us to be a little more fluid. Maybe not just in our physical body, right? But in our thoughts and our emotions as well. Knowing that there's never a wrong way to be, but just embracing exactly how you are in each moment. Come towards stillness, and we'll inhale, rise high up on those tippy toes. Exhale, forward fold, top of the mat, step, walk, or hop your way there. Inhale, halfway lift. Once you land, slide the shoulders back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, tall mountain. Lift with the belly. Lift with the heart. Exhale, forward fold. Empty the breath. Hands can be on blocks. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Palm the mat. Find your way back to plank. We're going to lower knees, chest, chin. Lift that belly on the way. Inhale for a cobra back bend. Gentle with your body. Exhale back through a child's pose, downward facing dog. And you can take any flow you want there. I'm just offering you that moon flow. Inhale, right leg lifts to the sky, 3-point roll through that ankle, one direction and then the other. And then as you are ready, exhale, warrior two. Foot comes all the way up in between the hands. If it doesn't quite get there, use that right hand to bring it up. As you land in this strong posture, the hips are open here. Slide that right knee and toes towards the front of your mat. Sink a little bit deeper. Finding a little bit of movement, start to kind of rock through the hips. Feel this posture a little bit deeper in the body, and then inhale, peaceful warrior. Glance back to that left big toe just for a moment. Lengthen out the back of that neck. And then exhale, lands us into a side angle. Forearm slides to your thigh, your hand comes down to the earth or a block here. Expand out from the outer blade of that back foot all the way through to the top of the head. As you are ready, this top hand is going to start to reach down towards the ground on the inside of this right foot. Right hand can reach as well, and again, you can be on blocks here. So it's kind of like a funky warrior two and lizard combo. See if you can peel your heart forward. Notice the sensations here and how the body wants to react to this shape. Keep pressing into the outer blade of that left foot. Relax neck and shoulders. Start to rotate into a wide-legged forward fold. Turn that right foot parallel to the short edge of your mat. Drop your head down. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Maybe the knees bend a little. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Move it through like some cats and cows with the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep lifting up through that belly button. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Start to rotate towards your left foot. Give that ankle a little tap. Maybe you can hook on. Maybe you catch a little bit of a bind here. Notice the sensations, don't force them. If you want to take a little twist, left hand starts to reach up to the sky. Keep lifting through those inner thighs. Your exhale, slowly make it to the back of your mat, runner's lunge, heart and eyes lengthen out forward, back knee down. Inhale, modified crescent lunge, bring the hands behind the head. Give yourself a little cradle here. Slide those elbows out nice and wide as you continually lift up through the low belly. Love yourself in this moment. Be gentle with yourself in this moment. Split prep. Scoop in through the core. Start to shift those hips back. Top of the head reaches towards the top of that left foot. Relax into this length. Feel all the resistance. Approach it with softness and compassion. Last breath here. Slowly start to shift your weight forward into that active runner's lunge. Let's find a 3-point as the left leg lifts to the sky. Begin to roll through that ankle one direction and then the other. Get out all those little snap, crackle pops. Let the head be super heavy. As you're ready, let's exhale, warrior 2. Foot comes in between the hands. Rise strong, however you get there. And then relax out into this shape. So check in. How's our warrior 2? Take that sway out of the low back. Drop the tailbone down. Reach the arms out and open. Inhale, peaceful warrior. As you're ready, look back to that right big toe. Lengthen as you sink down into those hips. Keep lifting up through this low belly. Exhale takes you into that warrior 2, forearm to the thigh or hand to the earth or a block. Continue to rotate heart open. Lengthen out to the top of the head. Press down through the outer blade of that right foot. Expanding out in all directions here. And then as you're ready, start to bring that top hand down. Here we go into that funky little lunge here. Both hands to the earth or blocks. Melting down a little bit deeper into those hips. Press to the outer blade of that right foot. Sometimes I tend to feel this on the inside of that right knee, so just be mindful. It might not be for today. If not, come high onto the ball of the back foot. Apologize, I didn't say that on the first side. Last little breath here. And we'll start to rotate back to the center of our mat. Wide-legged forward fold. Shift those feet parallel the short edges of your mat. Inhale again, halfway lift and lengthen, this time with some twist. Right hand starts to lift. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, drop the head. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, drop the head, right? Move like water here, about 4 more rounds. Getting lost in the movement. Allowing your body to be exactly what it is. Finding gratitude for the ability to move and breathe in this moment. Allowing your energy to recalibrate. Final round here, just evening out both sides. Inhale, halfway lift, pause. Feel the length in the spine. Maybe hands are on blocks. Maybe knees are bent, right? Yours might look a little bit different. Just be mindful. Lift up through the belly. As you're ready, exhale, full. Walk hands towards that right ankle this time. Maybe you're able to hook on for that bind. Maybe you want to take that twist. And it might not be the same on both sides. So really listen to what your body needs of you. Gently release that head a little heavier. Last breath. Slowly start to rotate back towards the front of your mat, runner's lunge. Let the heart reach forward, the eyes reach forward. Back knee comes down. Inhale into that modified crescent. So hips are square. Hands behind the head once again. So this can be a challenging space, not only because of the physical aspects of it, but also because of the vulnerability of it with our heart wide open, with our core wide open.
Our solar plexus wide open. Our hips, our sacral is getting tapped into here. So just notice, what are these initial sensations, thoughts, emotions? Maybe it's one, maybe it's all. And just take a couple of slow, deep breaths. Just being with that, right? Just being with that. Last breath here. Gently release that hold. Exhale, split prep. Scoop in through the core. Reach out through the top of the head. And then you notice that first sign of resistance. Pause in that space and then use the deep, slow, gentle breath to melt your way over that right leg or into this fold deeper. Encouraging the tailbone away from the top of the head, encouraging the tailbone away from the right heel. Last breath. Inhale brings you forward into that active runner's lunge, and we'll slowly step up to the top of our mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, tall mountain. Reach your hands to the sky. Heart is open. Finding a variation of stork, you're going to lift the right knee into the chest. Give it a little squeeze here. See if you can drop down through that sacrum and tailbone, but stay lifted out of this left hip. We're going to rotate that knee out to the side and back to center. 2 more just like that. Keep the neck and the shoulders nice and neutral. The core is active here. Last one. And center. Slowly making your way into a crescent lunge. I don't know where Peanut is. Right foot reaches behind you. Hands lift high to the sky here. And then exhale, goddess arms. Open up that heart space. Inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, begin to fold over that front leg. So just a little bit of wide-legged hamstring stretch here. Start to straighten that leg. You may need to keep it a bit bent. You may need to have the hands on blocks. But drop the head heavy wherever you decide to go. Slow, full breath in. Long, slow breath out. Finding your way back to a 3-point. Soften the front knee. Left leg lifts to the sky. Take a bend in this knee. Stack and open your hips. Stay here or flip your dog if that's for you. There's all kinds of variations you can do in between. Open up that heart in whatever variation you're in. Breathe big and notice what's showing up for you in this moment. It's all an exploration. Slowly find your way back to that 3-point. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward, high plank, and then we lower our knees, chest, chin. Inhale for that cobra back bend. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Inhale, rises us high up on the tippy toes. Exhale, forward fold, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen once you land. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, tall mountain. Exhale, forward fold, empty the breath, just like water. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Lift the belly. Inhale, rise, tall mountain. Other side, left knee lifts up into the chest. Give a little squeeze here. Stay lifted out of that right leg. Drop down through the shoulders, relax the neck, and then take that knee to the left of you. Back through center. Back to the left. You can always hold on to something here. You can always do this from the ground. Always options. Last one. Back through center. Then we're going to lightly land in that crescent lunge. Send that left foot behind you. Pelvis is neutral here. Land strong. Maybe open up goddess arms. And then inhale those hands to the sky. Exhale, fold, slowly starting to straighten the front leg for that wide-legged hamstring stretch. Top of the head towards the top of that right foot as you feel the low back lengthen. If the hamstring is the loudest sensation, maybe soften the knee a little bit and then see if you can fold a little deeper. Then work towards straightening that right knee just gently each breath. Relax the jaw. Slowly start to shift your weight forward into that active runner's lunge. Find 3-point right leg lifts to the sky. Take a bend in this knee, stacking to open your hips. And stay here or play, right? You can land in that flip dog. Heart is open, breath is big. And then we'll slowly find our way back to that 3-point. Exhale, downward facing dog. Soften the knees, inhale, rise high up on the tippy toes. This time, exhale, jump through to seated. Finding that easy seated position, inhale, sweeps our hands to the sky. Exhale, twist to the right side of you. Sit up nice and tall, look over that right shoulder, relax. Lengthen. Inhale, rise back through center. Exhale, twist to the left. Relax, release. Inhale brings us back through center. Exhale brings those hands to heart center. Pause for a moment. Relax. Notice the sensations that are showing up in the body. We're going to work through a quick tapping series. Deep breaths as we move through it. We'll start with the top of the head. Big full inhale. Exhale. Over top of the eyes. Outside of the eyes. And that bone right there. Underneath the eyes. Underneath the nose. Underneath the lip. Right underneath the collarbone. Right underneath the armpit. And then we'll take the opposite hand and sweep down the arms a couple times. And then sweep down the legs a couple of times. Just kind of moving that energy, yeah, because it's gotten trapped. It's not bad energy or good energy. It's energy that we've stuffed somewhere because we weren't ready to process it. So when it starts to move, guys, there might be emotions that come up to the surface. There might be thoughts that come up to the surface. There might be physical pain or loud sensations that come up to the surface because we all process energy differently at different times. So honor that part of you. We're going to sit in meditation for just a few rounds of breath. If you want to, you can lay down for Shavasana, but kind of let the body show you what's going on the next few rounds of breath and just relax into it without any judgment at all. Just more working towards clarity and awareness. So land in a still space. Let's take a cleansing breath in. Exhale to release. Just take the next few moments noticing. Slowly coming back to your body. Deep inhale. Gentle exhale. Bringing the hands to heart center or making your way to an easy seated position as you're ready. Closing out this practice as always in a seat of gratitude. Gratitude for this moment, for this body, for this breath, for this journey. Gratitude for the ability to see these things as they show up and know that they're not happening to us, but they're happening for us. Bringing the thumbs up to the forehead. Closing out this practice today, finding gratitude for one another. No matter where we are in the world or where we are in this now present moment, we're connected. We're here for one another. Sending so much love your way. Namaste, friends. Namaste, guys. I hope you feel good in your bodies and your minds. Check in. Drink a lot of water as we move through this full moon, right? It's nothing new. Stay hydrated. Even I have to remind myself, even though I say it all the time. So if you notice that you're like skipping drinking water, just bring a little bit more into the next few days, guys, and help facilitate the movement that this energy needs, right? Because if we don't hydrate, then the energy is like trying to move through us like this. So drink as much water as possible. Another thing that's coming up, guys, we have our Soul Harmony Fest, our first annual Soul Harmony Fest. And we are so excited about it. It's a 3-day holistic healing arts festival here in Salisbury, North Carolina on a CBD farm. If you're anywhere local in the world, we would love for you to come join us. Check out the website at soulharmonyfest.com. If you have any questions at all, just reach out. We're also on Instagram if you just kind of want to follow along on the journey, and that is Soul Harmony Fest, SOL Harmony Fest. Thank you so much for being here today, and thank you for showing up for yourself and choosing me to do it with. Namaste.